at Porsche Centre in Cape Town on the launch of the new 911 Carrera T. Christo Kruger from Porsche with me. Christo, what a launch, what a couple of days in Cape Town. Special car, isn't it?
I think you've enjoyed a spirited drive in the Western Cape.
Oh yes.
And you've experienced really what the 911T is about. And it's a driver's car, something that is built to be enjoyed by people who enjoy driving.
Yeah, look, I would almost call it a little bit raw, but intentionally raw.
Yes.
So, not raw as in getting it wrong.
Porsche are referring to the car as the unfiltered truth. And this is really what it is. It is back to basics motoring, really a connection between man and machine, road and car. All these elements fit perfectly in the 911T.
And the T stands for?
T officially stands for touring. We'd like to think that was also thrilling, tantalizing, and
taut, terrific.
Yes, taut, terrific, and probably at 1,536,000 Rand retail price, thrifty too.
In the context of a 911, absolutely so.
Yes.
Let's look at a couple of differences between the standard and the T.
Well, we first of all in the front have a new lip spoiler for the 911T, and then we will move over around the side of the car, and on the side of the car you'll notice the 911 Carrera T nomenclature on the vehicle.
Also, the Thomas stripes, as they got named as well for the T.
The Thomas stripes.
Yeah.
The rear view mirrors are painted in agate grey, as are the wheels of the car, painted in agate grey. Moving to the interior of the car.
Very special place as well, isn't it?
911 on the actual headrests of the car, and we have this Sport Tech fabric on the inside of the car that can be specified with a contrasting colour and contrasting stitching, just to lend some flavour to the interior of the car as well. All of these fabrics designed to bring back the nostalgia of the 911T.
Yeah. Now, going back to that, let's talk performance, let's talk engine here as well, because you are talking 272 kilowatts.
Correct.
Newton meters is
450 from 1,750 to 5,000 RPM.
Right. So the performance is incredible. I mean, we certainly not going to say what we were doing, but we did test that out today.
We thoroughly tested the vehicle, not necessarily to its limits, because the limits are 290 kilometers an hour.
Nowhere near, but we did have fun. Now, you of course got the one other thing. You've got the option between a 7-speed manual or Porsche's incredible PDK automatic gearbox.
Yes.
And we're having debates between us journos here as to which is the choice. Shall I put you on the spot?
You can put me on the spot.
Right.
Different choices for different applications. There are still customers who resonate with a manual gearbox, the very activity of driving the car. And there are other people, because the PDK gearbox is so incredibly smooth, it is ever so slightly quicker than the manual gearbox.
The manual is very deliberate.
Yes.
But again, I think that's deliberately done.
The short shift gear selector, etc., is indeed deliberate. It has a specific customer who will want that mechanical feel in the car, want to drive a manual car. It doesn't mean that the PDK is not an astoundingly, almost supernatural ability to predict what you need and when you need it, and changes in absolute milliseconds.
Well, look, the PDK box, really, even when you are driving, as I term it, in anger, it still is unbelievably smooth, more so than many, many similar kind of boxes. Yes. But the other thing is, and now I'm going to say for myself, if it was purely a Sunday drive car, manual, for a purist. If I was going to use the car more than that, definitely the PDK in my book.
Well, that's why Porsche offer both gear derivatives. They haven't pigeonholed just to one, because it's all about the customer and how the customer experiences the actual car. So they offer both.
And of course, the other thing, manual gearboxes and the option thereof are becoming so rare in a car at this level.
Yes.
That it could be one of the last of a kind.
I wouldn't like to think that it's the absolute last. Porsche will continue to build manual gearboxes. because they offer different levels of engagement.
Right.
And it is truly about the experience for Porsche, not about how quick you go.
Correct.
It's about an all-involving, all-encompassing experience. And again, why the 911T fits that perfectly, you have an involving and engaging driving experience.
100% agree. And finally, at 1.5 million, call it, round it off, in the market it stands in, what a bargain.
We'd like to think so too.
Christo, thanks so much. Thanks
Thank
for a
you,
great
Alan.
launch, and thanks for chatting to us now.
Our privilege. Thank
Great
you, Alan.
stuff. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And cut.